So there's a fantastic group of herbs called adaptogens. Now these are really amazing plants. Now these have been shown in studies to help normalize your cortisol levels, thus preventing your cortisol levels from being sustained at a high level. This is really important for balancing your immune system. So these tonic plants, these adaptogens, they help to regulate your cortisol levels. So if you get a spike of cortisol, it helps to bring it down much faster than your body would naturally. And so it balances cortisol. Also, they have a load of other effects. They have immune modulating effects. Something like with Arnia, ashwagandha, has been shown to have an immune modulating effect, so it regulates your immune system. And also they can have anti-inflammatory effects. They have stress relieving effects. Something like ashwagandha again has a calming effect on the mind, relaxing effect on the body, and also can increase your coping ability, increase your stamina and your endurance. There is also a range of these herbs. Astragalus is a fantastic herb, one of my favorites for immunocompromised people. Also helps with energy, it's quite energizing. You've got Schisandra berries. This is used a lot in Chinese medicine. This is a fantastic herb as it also improves your liver function, detoxifies your liver, has antioxidant effects, as well as all of those other cortisol regulating benefits from adaptogens. Schisandra specifically has a positive effect on your mind. It can make you feel happier, antidepressant effect. Also, it stimulates oxytocin levels, which can make you feel happier. The oxytocin is the hormone which is released when you were born and your mother holds you close to her chest. That stimulates oxytocin. So it can reinforce that feeling of feeling comforted and feeling happy and at peace and safe. You've also got herbs like rhodiola. This is another adaptogen and has a very beneficial effect on the mind, an antidepressant effect, and helping with energy as well, and normalizing cortisol and so on. So this is just a handful of adaptogen plants that can be very, very useful. Now, depending on the patient, you will choose different plants. Also, depending on whether they're on any drug medications, that will affect your choice of, say, adaptogen, and also the effect that you're trying to achieve. For example, if you have a patient that is very, very fatigued with extreme adrenal exhaustion, then you might not want to choose plants that are too energizing, too stimulating, for example, like Siberian ginseng, which is an adaptogen, or possibly astragalus, because those patients are very sensitive and that might overstimulate them, and that can create a type of anxiety state because they can't really tolerate those powerful herbs. You might have to choose milder plants, maybe with Arnia, the ashwagandha that we talked about, or even some sedative plants to go along with that, which will calm and relax the nervous system while you try to rebuild the adrenal gland, or it could be a question of dosage. So this brings me to a selection of plants, herbs, which have antiviral properties. Now, a lot of these plants, like olive leaf, antiviral, antibacterial. It also helps to lower your blood pressure if your blood pressure is high. It helps to support your heart. It's good for your liver. It's full of antioxidants, so it has a whole range of benefits. But its antiviral property, it's so effective as an antiviral, it's been called a true antiviral, which means that it prevents the viruses from getting into the cell. And it's also shown to be useful against the HIV virus, which shows that it's an incredibly powerful antiviral herb. Actually, one of my favorite plants. The next plant is Andrographis. Andrographis is an incredibly bitter herb. The benefits of having bitter plants is that the bitter taste stimulates a reflex action, which will help to improve digestion as well. Now, if you improve digestion, you can improve the ability of your body to absorb nutrients, which will also help with your immune system. So Andrographis also helps to protect and improve liver function. It has antiviral, antibacterial properties again. Research in Japan showed that it was as successful as paracetamol in reducing fever. In terms of fever anyway, you don't want to really use things that suppress the fever or that reduce fever too much. because it will delay your body's healing process, because your body's heating itself up. This is trying to denature, to kill off the virus which is affecting you. Andrographis won't do that. It won't suppress the fever in that way. So very good for your liver, very good for your immune system, very good for your digestion. The next plant is elderberry. Clinical studies showed that it was incredibly successful in reducing the time it took for patients to recover from flu. It actually breaks off the spikes the viruses have, which they use to attach to human cells and to penetrate into the cells. So they break off those spikes. So it has an antiviral effect. That's a red berry, so it's incredibly good antioxidant as well. Now when you have viruses and bacterial infections and so on, antioxidants are very useful because they prevent damage that is being done to your body's cells.